Jack, I got on my computer today and I clicked on my files and I couldn't access anything. I think I got hit with ransomware. I I searched for on Google to see what to do and this company popped up. They said they're going to fix everything for me.
Stop. Chuck, you're going to make things go from bad to worse. This link you just clicked on and this company that just promised you they can help you, I'm so glad you called, by the way, it is nothing more than a sub-life criminal. First, your business owner, Chuck, you have a cyber insurance policy. You need to call the insurance company. That is in there. You need to notify them right away if you suspect you've had an incident, and obviously you've had an incident.
So how will I know who to trust and who not to trust?
When you call your insurance company, they will either recommend companies for you or they will have you search for a company yourself. You want to work with a local IT company that has experience in this area, and or you may also want to call your attorney and get them involved. Oftentimes attorneys have relationships with what I'm going to call incident response teams. And the incident response teams have the tools and the relationships with credible companies that are in the cyber industry to help you versus this new sub-life criminal that sits in between you and the master criminal that actually encrypted your system. If you reach out to this new sub-life criminal, the conversation will typically go, oh, sorry to hear you. We are experts in it. We know from what you described, we should be able to help you. Why don't you send us 4 files? Let us look at those 4 files and see if we can decrypt them. And if we can, we'll then give you a quote to do the rest of the work. You send those 4 files to the new sub-life criminal. They, in turn, pretend to be you, and they contact the real criminals, the masterminds, and send the files to them, and they'll decrypt those 4 or 5 files for you and send them back to the sub-life. Sub-life sends them to you. You're happy. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. You negotiate a price with this sub-life criminal. You send the sub-life criminal the rest of your files and the prepayment. And guess what? That's right. Nothing. You just gave the sub-life criminal a bunch of money to do nothing for you. This is a whole new scam that has evolved.
Wow, Jack, this new scam sounds really scary. How is this going to resolve itself? What's going to happen here?
It's pretty amazing. While it is extremely scary, I think this is going to be short-lived. The reason I think it's going to be short-lived is that the big criminals that are actually ransoming your systems, this middleman is going to give them a bad name because you're going to pay them. You're not going to get anything back. You're going to be angry. And if the criminals don't give you your data back, the whole scheme fails. The expression, honor among thieves, if you're going to be in this business of ransomware, you need to give people their data back when they pay. If you don't give the data back and the environment, the world at large believes that they're not going to get their data back, the whole scheme fails. To wrap up, if you believe you've become a victim of ransomware, the first thing you should do is contact your insurance company, the company that wrote your cyber insurance policy. Oftentimes, these companies have relationships with incident response management companies, and they will actually contract with them, bring them into your organization to handle the incident response. They know how to deal in Bitcoin, they know how to run the forensics, and they actually negotiate with the criminals that have infected your systems. Second thing is contact your attorney. Very important. Chances are, because of this new thing called the triple threat, or now the quadruple threat of ransomware, the criminals are stealing data so they can use that data to leverage you and extort more money from you if you don't agree to pay upfront quickly through round 1. Attorneys are building relationships with incident response management companies to handle just these things, just like the insurance companies are. Third, contact your IT service provider. Depending on how first and second go, the IT service provider may actually get locked out while the incident response team is working, but chances are very good they will also want and have questions and may need some assistance from your your managed service provider.
We did a previous podcast on the triple threat that Jack mentioned. We'll link that below. If you haven't seen that, take a look. Thanks for joining us on another Quinexus podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe wherever you're watching this, and we'll see you next time.